I chose David Craig as my most influential person in my life because he was always there to not only inspire me, but to also inspire my team. I remember I could always go to him for advice or if I needed a pep talk before a game. I remember him always saying that it's 90% mental and the other half is physical. This would always be something that he would tell us before we would head out on the field before a big game. It's not only meaning that to get your head into the game, but to me it always meant that if you could put your head to something, you could always accomplish it. Thank you for all the memories, Coach.
I chose Miss Wright as my top 20 teacher to give my rose to because she is the woman who's inspired me every day to go into agriculture education, and she's the one that really pushed me to go into agriculture when I don't even live on a farm myself. And I think that she's inspired me not only to go into that, but to be a better person, to become better at communication, to really be the person that I am today. And without her, I wouldn't be where I am today.
So my most influential teacher for my 4 years of high school, I'd have to say, is Mr. Varble, because he has taught me history, for one, and I've actually retained the information. Also, he's like 250 years old, and I really respect how bravely he fought in the American Revolution. He'll tell you stories about that all the time. But really, he has shown me that you earn the work you put in. He's a hard teacher, but he's fair, and he gives great advice. You just have to see past that grumpy old man facade. And in times where I've had like personal issues and that sort of thing, he's been a person I could go to, and I know he'll give me unbiased advice, even though he'll make fun of me a little bit, and that always kind of hurts, but it's okay because I can shoot back at him and he likes that. But it's my turn to say this. Mr. Varble, sit down and shut up. Been waiting 4 years to say that.
My most influential teacher is Miss Woolhoyt. She's always gone out of her way to make sure that I understood the content that she was teaching by working with me in and out of class. She always made the math fun that we were learning. Even though I hated math and I was not good at it, she went out of her way to make sure that she did fun activities that we could retain the information by. She's always been a great role model to me and has helped me with many things in life. I have really enjoyed watching her kids grow up and being around them, and she's just a great overall person.
I chose to give my rose to Miss Eaglin because she's been very helpful in helping me choose my major and the pathway that I want for the rest of my life. She's helped me throughout my high school career. I've had her in every year that I was in high school except for my freshman year, and she helped me find the major that I was interested in. She helped me find the pathway that I was interested in, and I hope to go to U of L to further my education in business and finance and finish with a financial degree.
Mr. Bowlesy, I chose you as my most influential teacher because you were like my best friend from my freshman to sophomore year until I stop taking your classes. You taught me to love a subject. Even though I didn't continue with biomedical sciences, I still look back on that as my favorite class. You gave me the nickname Survey, and that stuck with me until senior year. You made teaching fun, and I respected you for that. You were hilarious. Everything that you did was comical, and I enjoyed learning in that environment and in that style, and it really made me want to learn more.
Billy V, or Mr. Varble, the history teacher at Carroll County High School, was my most influential teacher. I say this because I took his class junior year, that was JCTC 108 and 109, and that class is essentially why I'm top 20 and what caused me to do so well in all the college classes I took this year. Without Mr. Varble, I would probably not be top 2020, like I said, and I also just really enjoy his classes. His lecturing was always really great and interesting, and the projects and papers are what I really liked in the class. Without writing those papers, I probably wouldn't be the writer I am today, and that's something I really pride myself on. Mr. Varble is my top teacher.
I chose Mrs. V for my most influential teacher because for as long as she's been here in the drama program, we've seen serious growth and success. And thanks to her, we've become a lot closer and almost like a family. I owe a lot to her and seriously thank her for everything she's done for us. Well, she joined us my sophomore year, and after she joined, more and more people started joining, and we started doing more serious plays and taking on more challenges and pushing ourselves to do the best that we possibly can. And thanks to her, we put on Dracula this year, which was an incredible experience.
I chose Lisa Weedman as my most influential teacher because without her, I wouldn't be where I am right now. She helped me more than anyone in the school, especially when no one else was willing to. From the endless jokes and letting me cry in her office when I needed to, or just giving me a kick in the butt when I needed it for motivation. She reads over my papers before I turned them in. She helped me with my berea application. She's always here, not only in the school setting, but in a personal level. She's become my school mom over the past 2 years, and without her, I wouldn't have been able to do a lot of the things I was able to do.
I chose Mrs. Vance. She was my 6th grade English teacher. I chose her for this award because she was always really supportive and helpful. She was my 6th grade English teacher, so she gave me a lot of advice, and she was a teacher that I felt I could always lean on and ask her anything that I needed to know. And also I was really into writing during my 6th grade year, and she gave me a lot of advice and helpful information that I still use today, and a lot of the advice that she gave me I was able to use this year, especially for scholarship essays. So a lot of that advice and information that she gave me in the past I could still reference and use today, so that was really great.
My most influential teacher is Mr. Crank. I first met Crank my freshman year playing basketball. At first he seemed like a mean, sort of like get on you type of person, but he really is somebody who cares, and I've had him just about every year in math, and he's somebody who will spend extra time with his students and come up, have one-on-one teaching. He really cares about your learning and preparing you for the next level. But yeah, me and Craig have been close throughout my whole high school career, and I know if I always need something that he would be there for me.
My most influential teacher is Miss Shively. I chose her because she's helped me develop my love of history and expand it even more from when I was in middle school. And being in middle school, you go through lots of changes and you're trying to figure out who you are. And she's helped me do that by pretty much helping me choose a career in history, and that I'm going to major in 2 different history majors. I had Miss Shively in 8th grade year, and even though it was a civics class, she still had history club. And when we stayed after for history club, she helped me find new friends who are also interested in the same things that I was. And she's helped me find new areas of history that I can read books on and further delve into.
My most influential teacher was Mr. Mahoney, because he really got me to think more outside of the box and to think in a different way, many different ways actually. He also, the way he taught, it kind of was very beneficial for me. It got a lot of information across. He gave me a lot of feedback on my work, and I think it kind of helped me develop my writing skills better. For instance, like I'm going into English for as a double major, history and English. So his teaching had an influence on my passion for English.
My most influential teacher was Miss Rose, and I chose her because not only did she help me with my reading and writing, but she was also very excited to be my teacher and was always willing to help me with anything, such as tying my shoes or trying to lose a tooth. Really just anything in general. She was a great teacher. She is one of the main influences as to why I want to be a librarian. Not only with Miss Weedman, but Miss Rose definitely helped me find my love for reading. So I think that's why I read as much as I do today and connect with books on a more deeper personal level.
My most influential teacher throughout school has been Miss Llewellyn. I had her for my junior year for U.S. history, and she's just a very open-minded person, and she is very caring and very compassionate for her students, and she basically can give you the mentality that if you want to do something or pursue something, then you can do it, and you have the motivation and the courage and like the power and the drive to do it, then you can virtually do anything. And if you feel a certain way, then speak up about it. And I feel like that's just one of the most important things that she's ever taught me.
I chose Mr. Crank as my most influential teacher because he was able to explain the content he was teaching in many different ways, and
He made math fun, and we were also able to become close friends throughout whenever I had him as a teacher. I plan on going to Bellarmine University after high school, and I plan on majoring in exercise science and go into physical therapy later on, but I also plan on having a major in math as well.
My most influential teacher is Jenna Gray from the iLead Academy because every day she inspires me to live my life as positively as possible. She pushes me to not only break boundaries but set standards in everything I do. Being at iLead has been a roller coaster because every day is something new. They call us the guinea pigs, so the rules change and there's nothing set in stone, so you just have to be able to adapt, and she makes it a lot easier because she's always a friendly person that you can talk to about anything, whether it's school related or not.
Influential teacher is Miss Gray at the iLead Academy because I've been with her for a total of 8 years straight now, and she's also my mom. So having my mom as a teacher there's been definitely a lot of ups and downs with it, but it's been overall a really good experience. So she's pushed me probably harder in school and made me where I'm at right now. It's a big reason why she's probably the biggest influence on me.
So my influential teacher is Mr. Adi. I've been with him for the last 2 years, being a part of the biomedical experience with him. I chose him because, like, as a student of iLead in Carroll County, our schedules are very complex and very different compared to a normal student. He'll make everything according to our schedule and our time, which is very, very helpful, and not a lot of professors will do that. He's also pushed me harder through the last 2 years to be better in medicine and to commit to that field that I want to be in, and that is why I chose him.
My most influential teacher is Miss Buchanan, or my mother. I chose her because she's the reason I'm graduating. Having my mother as a teacher in class was definitely interesting because it was like, what do I call her? We tried everything from mom, mommy, mother, mama to Miss Buchanan, to the point of I would just sit there until my arm fell asleep because I didn't know what to call her. Most people are like, oh, you must have hated it. I actually loved it. I got an at-home tutor, I got help with all the assignments, and I basically got told what was going on in class if I missed class that day. So that's why she's my most influential teacher.